Okay, this is going to be the walk around and startup light check for the 1988 Honda CBR 400 RR. I got this bike out of the UK, and unlike any of the CBRs that come into America, this CBR has gear-driven double overhead cam 4-valve heads. All the other CBRs that have ever come into America are all chain-driven double overhead cam. And if you look at the pictures, we'll show what that looks like on the inside of the head when we were doing a valve adjustment. It's pretty cool. So the bike has been professionally repainted, redecaled, the tank clear coated, just like it came from the factory, with all the correct decals. And my painter does a fantastic job. The bike has about 500 miles on it since the paint job was done about a year ago. And I have 2 of these, and I'm trying to thin out my collection so I have more room. So selling the stuff I have 2 of makes it easier to part with my children. But just check this out. This thing is in beautiful condition, and you're going to want to look at all of the ad text in the ad, because GF Racing in the UK, they still race these bikes, and they have developed a significant, substantial OEM parts sourcing that I was able to get everything I wanted. And so when you read the ad text, you'll see I kind of went crazy as far as, renewing stuff on the bike. But this is a Honda liquid cooled inline 4-cylinder, and they got a long life. But I'm just giving you time to just check out the beautiful condition of everything on this. And I can't remember right now everything that's been done, because we went through quite a bit of stuff just to, like I said, renew everything. But some of the highlights I remember is we put on a brand new stainless steel exhaust system from the headers all the way back to the original can. And when we put those on, we put in new donuts and all new bolts and mounting hardware and everything. And this was done to meet the OEM requirements, so no rejetting was necessary. But I just wanted to make it look really cool. The calipers, both on the front and on the rear, were taken apart, rebuilt, and repainted. And they have new pads in them, and obviously all the fluids have been flushed. What's really cool about Honda is that they do such a good job from the factory with the turn signals as far as integrating them into the bike. You can see the rear rebuilt, repainted caliper. The bike is in great condition, and you can see there's no crash damage you're going to find anywhere. The foot pegs are great. The forks, you don't see hardly any road damage on them. Oh, the other thing we did is I was able to source a new radiator, believe it or not. And so I went crazy there because the parts were available. And I got a new radiator, new water pump, new thermostat, and new radiator cap. So the whole cooling system is all new. And here you see the gear-driven cam. You can see the condition of the engine inside. Hopefully it's about 32 degrees outside right now, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. But the sun this time of year is really low, so it's like in your eyes all day long. But just check out the condition. You can see the new stainless steel exhaust system, the radiator. Also, when I put it on the museum display, we went and got new chain and sprockets, and did a gold chain just because it looks really good, you know, when it's being displayed in the museum. It just kind of really dresses up the bike. So those don't even have under 500 miles on the chain sprockets. More probably like 3 or 4. Here's a battery tender hookup, so you can keep your battery charged or plug in your electric gear while you're riding it. You can just see the beautiful condition of everything. And what's really cool about the bikes that we never get in America is the passenger pegs are up here, and I'll show them down, but they go up and they lock out of place, but then they can come back down and be used if you want to carry a passenger. But you don't have to look at them unless you're using them. So that's really cool. And you can see them right there. It takes 2 hands, so I can't do the camera and move them around in the way that lets them drop down. But that's something that I can take pictures of later. Now the bike has about 25,000 miles on it. Obviously these are kilometers, but it's been well cared for. You'll notice virtually no sun fading on the instruments. And 25,000 miles on, you know, a Honda liquid cooled 4-cylinder motor is really nothing. But again, you're going to want to read the ad text because I can't remember everything, but I had, because the parts were so easily available, I just went through and kind of renewed everything, like the bike starting all over fresh. So here is, we'll start it up. Here's the choke right there. Okay, and then the starter. And you'll see stuff come out of the exhaust pipe because it's, like I said, 32 degrees, so it's really cold. Okay, and then choke off. You can see, so it's idling with the choke off, so you know there's no pug pilot jets. Oh, also the carbs were rebuilt with Honda OEM parts, just because we made it a winter project. My master mechanic and I just took our time and had fun going through everything. So because this is a non-American bike, even though it's titled and licensed in Oregon and you can do a title transfer, back in the day you had the choice of not having your lights on or just doing these little running lights, you can kind of see, or step it up and have the low beams and the high beams. Low beams. You can see the tail lights. You have 2, which is cool, so one burns out. You got a backup, and then the brake lights. Then we'll do the horn, and then the front left turn signal. These are just the little running lights that are on right now. Right rear turn signal. Or left rear turn signal. Right rear turn signal. Right front turn signal. So the off for the lights works, the running lights only work, the low beam, high beam all work. All the instrument lights work. What you won't see is the side. I got it on the swing arm stand. So if I put down, now you can see all of the instrument lights are working, and the oil light obviously only comes on when you turn it off, and then back on. So you can see everything's working correctly. And it starts refine. So please read all the text, look at all the pictures. If you have any relevant questions, feel free to email me. beautiful bike. And also, I live in Oregon, and because the bike is over 25 years old, I have applied for and obtained special interest plates, which are good forever. They never have to be renewed. So if the buyer of this bike lived in Oregon, the special interest plates will go with him, and he'll never have to buy new tags every 2 years for the rest of his life. If the bike is sold to somebody outside of the state of Oregon, I will keep the plate because it will be no good to you, and I'll just transfer it to one of the other bikes in the collection. So there you go. It's really dialed and really cared for and totally renewed. Thank you.